Let us listen today's class about democracy and about a great dictator who was assassinated by his own senators because of opposing democratic method and republic ideology. And even now he is called as Julius Caesar, Gaius Julius Caesar, statesman, Roman general, statesman and author who was the dictator of the Roman Republic almost continuously from 49 BC until his assassination in 44 BC. Actually, BC dates count is calculated from bottom to up, but AD dates are calculated from top to bottom. That is the difference between BC counting and AD counting of dates, historical dates especially. Okay, he was very good man though. The country had been following republic ideology and democratic method till that time of Julius Caesar. Suddenly, what did he do? Let us see. He consolidated power to his throne and proclaimed himself dictator for lifetime in 44 BC. What happened then? Let us see. As the things are going on, people could not tolerate that, even the ideology or even that announcement. And then he was a great person actually. During his lifetime, even he could invade Britain and he built a bridge across the Rhine River. These achievements, along with the loyalty of his veteran army, threatened to eclipse the standing of Pompey. Yes, even Pompey, one of his Senate members, rebelled against him. Even his army and his followers and his soldiers could invade, could conquer, could defeat Pompey and his group, and they could protect the country. But Julius Caesar died from assassination. Yes, he died from assassination. What happened? Who killed him? Yes, a group of Roman senators, his own senators, stabbed him 23 times. See here, stabbed him 23 times during a meeting on March 15th, 44 BC. In the same building, his own senators stabbed him for 23 times. Why? Only because of opposing the democracy, republic ideology. People don't tolerate it. See, Cockroach Party is growing up in India. Why? The people are opposing dictatorship. It is an indirect dictatorship is going on here. People do not tolerate it. Even you can observe in the country called Sri Lanka. What happened there in 2026? Even in Nepal. Yes, the ideology of democracy is the greatest thing which was established in India by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. What a great educated person, sculpted and nurtured the constitution. He is the architect of the biggest democratic constitution in the world. How can we refrain without appreciating such a scholar? Even in the Bible, let me say one more thing. See here, Caesar was the great uncle of Caesar Augustus. Who is this fellow? Caesar Augustus, who is written in the Bible Gospels. Caesar Augustus' great uncle, Julius Caesar. Yes, the successor of Julius Caesar was adopted the name. This person, actually Caesar Augustus' original name was Octavius or Octavian. Because of his uncle, great uncle's legacy to continue, adopted father, is the adopted son of his father, he would like to continue because he is a close relative also. Because of his to continue his father's legacy, he altered his name. Then Octavian became Augustus, Caesar Augustus. Okay, this is one of the main things. It happened in that leaders, Marcius Junius Brutus and Gaius Cassius conspired. It is not conspiracy actually. It is their right to protect their democracy. Yes, everybody has a right to protect his rights. or right, whatever it may be. What is the motive of his death or his assassination? Senators feared his lifelong dictatorship. Yes, senators got afraid of his lifelong dictatorship would end the Roman Republic. Yes, republic ideology can be abolished and primitive mind and Calibanism can be established through all such things. You know that in Telugu it is called Atavikam. So they couldn't bear that and they stabbed him and finished the life. Yes, democracy is a system of government. What is the difference between democracy and republic? A slight difference. Democracy is a system of government where power, where power rests with the people who vote and elect the leader, their leaders. But republic is a specific, very important, remember here and listen carefully. Republic is a specific form of democracy or democratic government by elected representatives under a supreme constitution that protects individual and minority rights from majority. It is very much important point here. Remember carefully. Without a republic constitution, democracy will go astray. What does the republic constitution do? It protects minority rights and individual powers or rights. Democracy says always do majority opinion. If the majority decide to assassinate or extinguish minor people, poor people, weak people, who protects them? Then republic constitution protects the people, those who are living in democracy. Can you understand my point? I think so. If you do not, just drop a message in comment box. I will explain it afterwards in other classes. Okay, let us come to the other point. In the book of 1 Samuel in the Bible, 8 chapters, 6 and 7 verses, you can go through. God said to prophet Samuel. Samuel said, don't do it, I don't want to arrange any king. People actually requested and demanded and forced Samuel to anoint some king to walk ahead of them in any war, something, etc. But clearly explained, why are you choosing like this? If a person becomes king, another person become minister, another one worker, another one servant. You all have equal powers now. Please continue in that way. In that way, they were suggested by Prophet Samuel, but they didn't listen and forced him to anoint a king. Then God said, see here very carefully, then God said, do everything they say to you. Do everything they say to you. The Lord replied, let them do their will, because majority people are asking, do it. And finally, let them know the consequence. That is the meaning of that chapter. Let them know the consequence and let them come back and separate their ways. Actually, Israel country was started as a theocratic country and then it turned into, in this time, it is a monarchy, and now it is going in the method of democracy. Beginning theocracy, afterwards it turned as a monarchy, and now it is democracy. In the time of millennium, or it is called in the time of 1,000 years ruling, it will become, entire world become again as theocratic under God's sovereignty. It will be no more problem at all. But I would like to explain one more thing. Democratic motives are very much important. Totally 90 countries in the world out of 195 recognized or registered by the United Nations. 90 countries are following democratic way, but 20 countries are following indirectly. Around 110 countries are following democratic and republic method and methodology, either directly or indirectly. But here, out of 195 countries in the world, 193 countries have membership in United States, but 2 are non-membership but observed states. They are under observation of United Nations. Okay, finally let us listen one important thing. There are four dictators, those who completed their lives a very bad way. I can just show about them and I will conclude it. See here, notable dictators, Benito Mussolini. Benito Mussolini. He belongs to Italy from 1922 to just 1943. But he forcefully ruled that country, Italy, and finally people started talking and people started rebellion against him. And at the end of the moment, he wanted to fly away and flee away from his country, fly away and flee away from his country. Then he was gunned down, he was shooted along with his spouse. It was a very tragic death in his life. Dictatorship is not allowed anywhere in the world. People won't leave anyone. They have been waiting for time to give proper retaliation and proper reversal attack. They don't leave you. Don't think. All are closing their eyes and weeping. No. Certain time comes. Then you will see how the attack will be. Adolf Hitler, everybody knows about him. His death and his ending was very bad. You know that the entire world got together to end his life. Such situation. Joseph Stalin, who ruled Soviet Union, at present Russia, called from 1929 to 1953. But he did some good things. That is why I gave blue color to these two people. And I gave red color to Mussolini and Hitler because they are worst. But they are somewhat better and somewhat good because Stalin and Zedong, I gave blue color. See, Joseph Stalin did some good things for his country, but people didn't accept because it was not at all by their will and wish. Whether it is good or bad, it must be accepted by others. Because if it belongs to them, Next, Mao Zedong, who ruled China as a dictator from 49 AD to 1949 AD to 1976 AD. He did a lot of good to his country, even in industrial revolution and many other health conditions, and public schools also started by him. But people didn't accept his rule and authority because he worked as a dictator. Though there are some good features in a dictator, people do not accept it. Even the Bible says, even the democratic constitution says, majority of the people say that one thing should be accepted by the majority of people, that is called the democracy. Without a republic ideology, democracy will go astray. That is the intention, that is the main point I would like to narrate and illustrate today. Thank you very much for listening this narration.